Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another PS's book reviews where I talk about the book that I've been recently reading. My most recent read was this one, The Sister Who Ate Her Brothers by Jen Campbell, illustrated by Adam D'Souza. I know Jen Campbell for a while. I've been following her different kind of books for a while. I even did an interview with her at some point. I'll post a link on the corner here and on the description. And she focuses a lot on a few different aspects. One of them is bookshops. A lot of her books are about bookshops, and the other books are usually poetry or short stories, or in this case, fairy tales. She did a master's degree, I believe, in researching fairy tales, the origins of the different fairy tales. So she's very knowledgeable about the whole history of fairy tales, and she picks a few for this book from across the different world, each different stories from a different country in the world, and she rewrites them a little bit, and they're all a bit macabre, and they're told like they're supposed to originally be told, not sugar-coated into this Disney fantasy retake that sort of took over fairy tales and made them where everyone lives happily ever after, and everything evil that was ever done was made by stepmothers or a big bad wolf. It goes back to the original concept of fairy tales and being just stories told with some macabre elements in it to make you learn some sort of moral to the story. She also has some twists on the stories where the main characters are not just young girls that do nothing besides looking pretty. They're active characters, or it's not a welcome prince that shows up and saves the day. She has all sorts of different characters, which aligns well with the sort of stance that she has on equality and the cause against the bad portrayment of disfigured people as evil people in stories. Those kind of causes that she's been championing a little bit throughout her world, throughout her life, and it is reflected here. Overall, I liked the book. Some aspects of the book I didn't like as much. Sometimes the drawings didn't feel as complex as they should. It felt a bit too simplified, where it could easily have been something more on point with the stories. Some of them are also quite long, some of them quite short, which some people don't care about. I kind of was expecting more normalized thing overall, since it's the same author rewriting all of them. I would have expected, to have some sort of more coherence overall in that regard, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's me nitpicking at the end of the day. And yeah, overall the book is okay. It's not my particular cup of tea because I'm not that much into fairy tales. I like magical realism of some sort, and I like when a story has like some sort of double meaning inside of it. But traditional fairy tales are more like a gruesome story, and there's some moral of the story at the end of the day for some sort. I got a bit bored with all the I'm gonna get my daughter to get married sort of thing. I get how important that used to be in the old days, and that's why a lot of the stories focus on that sort of thing. Girls getting married against their will, or fathers wanting to have their girls married so they don't take up space on the household and have a life of their own. So I get that point and I get the value of it, but it's not me at this point in my life. I don't really get that much value out of it. But if you like fantasy stories or fairy tale stories, I think this is a great book to check. The cover is also great, hardcover with this golden things. Really, really good. And yeah, not much else I can say. I can show you a few portraits. One in particular is the Inuit tale, where a girl didn't want to get married, or wanted to get married to her dog, I think, and their father sent her into the sea. after chopping her fingers out. Spoiler. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know what you think on the comments below. If you already had read it, if you haven't read it yet, it's fairly new. It was released last year. We just got it, so yeah, I don't think that many people have read it at this point in time. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. See you next time. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.